I absolutely appreciate and respect each of you for what you're doing and for the way that you are bringing the heart of humanity to social media and doing your best to shine and to share and to be the hands and feet of Jesus in this incredibly complicated space. As we close up today, I'm going to put you on the spot for a second.
Oh boy.
I'm going to actually, maybe it's less putting you on the spot and more giving you an opportunity. I want you, Kaleb, to just look into that camera over there, and I want to give you a minute to just say whatever you want to your church from your perspective. I want to give you a moment just to speak to the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Oregon.
Yeah. If I could encourage my church or tell them anything, I would say, look at the attraction of creatives and young people to our conference and ask yourself why. Because there is a massive issue that we're dealing with young people leaving the church, and we seem to be starting to reverse that process. It's not by accident. It's not. There are actionable steps that have been taken in order to reverse that process. And I think that this is such a dire need for Seventh-day Adventists, is that taking this posture of listening, taking this posture of empowerment and risk is not only Christ-like, but it's also the only way to survive as a church. So that's, if I can say anything, it's not going to be about the methodology of social media, but the heart that should outpour into whatever tool you use. And that's the heart that I would love to see and have seen, and I just want to thank my conference for that.
Thank you, Kaleb. Justin, I want to give you the same opportunity. That your camera is over in the dark somewhere that way.
Somewhere in that general direction.
Somewhere in that general direction. I want to give you a minute just to say what you want to say to your church family here in the Oregon Conference.
One of the things that I love so much about the Oregon Conference, there's many things I love about my conference, and this is a privilege to say this because it hasn't always been true. I don't think in every stage of my Adventist journey I could even think of things to say that I love about my home conference. One of the many things that I love about my home conference is this is a place where I've seen the transforming power of the gospel. This message that says who you are right now is enough. That it's not about what you've done or will do, about what you don't do, or what theological beliefs you assent to, but your identity first and foremost is as a child of God. And there's nothing that you can do to shake that off of you, that you are created with a very image of God inside of you, and that God is for you. And because of that transforming gospel, it's caused me to begin to see people differently. And I think that's the only way I've been able to step into this phase of like, well, how do I get around this idea of like, I don't want to be associated with the others or with the sinners or fill in the blank. It's this revelation that we are not, our identity is not based off of what we do or say or even believe. It's an immutable fact that we're created in God's image and that we matter to Him. And because of that, it changes the way that not only do we see ourselves, but it changes the way that we see others. And now that's what gives me the stamina or the patience to say, you know what, you first. Tell me about your life, because it truly, it's no longer about me posturing and saying I'm better, my ideas are right and yours are wrong. It's no, you're created in God's image. And if there's a way that I can help you to feel that and to experience that, even if it's just me being silent and listening, I want to be about that. And so I'm so grateful for the Oregon Conference, for creating space for creative work with what Kaleb said, absolutely. But I'm just so grateful for just the clear proclamation of gospel here.